Hey guys, it's the Swordfish yet again with another Orcs Must Die commentary. This time not a great score, and I'm just gonna get directly into the commentary because it's a pretty sad and interesting commentary. It's also why I'm using this somewhat melancholic voice, because I don't like remembering these things. I just do it for you guys, and to actually express what I feel. Okay, this commentary is about my school years and self-esteem at the same time. Basically, let's get some background information. I don't know what your social status is, but I guess many of you might be the nerd at your school. Others might not be the nerds at our school. I don't want to be stereotypical, I'm just suggesting. In my school, I was never the nerd. I was the smart guy, but never the nerd, because I didn't act like it. I don't know how it goes in the US, but in Spain, if nerds are the guy who study a lot, and I didn't study at all because I didn't need to. I got good grades, don't get me wrong, just I didn't need to study, except for, history. And so they never even considered me a nerd. But there was, I didn't fit in all that well, like many other guys. I didn't listen to the same music they listened to, even back then. I listened to old rock. It's not what was cool back then. I listened to, Bruce Springsteen shit, which was definitely not cool back then. So, yeah, I couldn't get to popularity, which is not even my goal. It wasn't even my goal, but I couldn't get there, with the usual means. People enjoyed my company though, because I was, somewhat funny, somewhat of a smartass actually. I helped people out. I didn't really care. I did really different. I was special. Like when I wasn't there, everyone noticed everyone noticed it. Everyone like talked to me through you chat and the shit. And then they'd be like, "Oh, where were you today? I missed you." Blah 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 blah. And even girls I wouldn't even know, they would talk to me. That was pretty surprising. But at the same time, there's a problem at my school, which is there was a lot of not war, sorry, that's way too strong of a word. Not war, but like problems between lots of girls and guys, and because everyone was really like inauthentic to each other. They weren't really truthful to each other, and they lied to each other all the time. And so they had all this like contained rage, which they sometimes took out on me. I don't mean they bullied me. They you know how sometimes you rip on your friends for, as a joke? I did that too, to my friends. But then, some of my closest friends did that, and I'm okay with that, but then everyone else started doing that too. And I didn't really give a shit, because first of all, they were joking, second of all, I didn't give a shit about what they were saying, but eventually my self-esteem lowered it, even though I knew it was not true, even though I knew that they were saying it jokingly. My self-esteem lowered to the point where I was like, I had suicidal tendencies. It wasn't only that, there were more things that contributed to it, but it was basically, I couldn't get girls either, so that was a problem too. And my social skills were, they were decent, but such important skills back then, like, playing an instrument, or perhaps, I don't know, as an example, being good at a sport, which I was pretty good at basketball, but not especially good. So I felt bad about it, and I was so used to being good at, getting good grades and shit, that being not amazing at something already felt bad. And then, thanks to due to my lack of self-esteem, I felt even worse. And there were really harsh days for me, especially like I liked this girl for 4 fucking years, and I got nothing out of her at all. And it was really sad. I just realized one day, oh fuck, I'm never gonna go out with her. Why am I still trying? And I gave up, and I don't know if it was the smartest thing to do. Maybe she ended up liking me. I don't really know. But it was just, I don't know. This non-intentional bullying really touched me, and really fucked with my mind. And honestly, like one of my friends, his name is Rodrigo. He really not insulted me. So that's a really strong word, but he joked around me a lot. And at first I laughed and such, but over like the 100th joke, I kind of felt bad about myself. Like, is that really what people see me as? that's pretty shitty. Should I change my image? Should I change myself? Am I really that shitty of a person? And I've never actually considered myself any great person. I actually consider myself some kind of, you know, retard with serious social issues. So that didn't contribute either, and it all made me feel extremely sad. And I had serious depression for a couple of months. My parents also contributed to it because they weren't helping me at all. They were just telling me, "Why are you not going out with friends every fucking weekend?" Perhaps it was because I didn't feel like it, because I don't know. But they just told me they had to like stress it out that nobody had invited me to any party that weekend. Later on, it improved and they stopped doing that because I got invited to more parties, not because they decided, oh, my child is feeling shit like shit. But I don't know, and I guess the whole point of this is, if it's always fun to rip on your friends, and I agree, I ripped on my friends too. But there's a point where you should start realizing if they're actually your friends, you'll start realizing that maybe when they put their head down and just like laugh slightly, maybe they're not actually feeling well. Maybe they are feeling like shit. And that's the point I'm trying to get across, because I know many kids are like, I'm sure I'm not the only one who they did this to. And you don't want to tell your friends because you don't want to be a pussy or some shit like that. But it really hurts you. It really hurts you inside because, you know, your life is not the best and they're rubbing it in. And I'm just trying to say this commentary just to, because maybe some of you are bullies. Air quotes around bullies because it's not even intentional. But all I'm saying is be careful with people's feelings, because the intention might be different, but what you are transmitting might hurt them. Even if they laugh it out, maybe they're not really actually showing their true feelings. So just be aware. Just try thinking. Have some empathy. That's all, guys. Bye.